Hello. I do this at the risk of my PC. Slightly. I'm not 100% sure. Whatever's causing problems. I could be speculative at best. I can't really be sure. That's not an option for me here. But I can say, for absolute certainty, that's not supposed to be fucking going on. Whatever is happening isn't supposed to be happening. Now, you gotta be fast. I have an idea of what might be happening, but I might be wrong. We're going to just have to fuck around and find out. What might have been happening was a corruption of some trusted files. I've ran a system file check, so scan of all the system files of Windows, and it did find some corrupted files and fix them. But that isn't assured to be what's happening. If it is, hip hip hooray. 3 cheers for the fucking king. We've beat it. We beat my PC, which for some reason fights against me at every turn. If it isn't, boo fucking who. I can't fix everything, so it might just be unfortunate. I haven't changed the stream details because I'm very stupid and dumb. I have now changed the stream details because I am not very stupid and not very dumb. Anyways, I'm gonna... Hello. Just play some Hello Charlotte, desperately hoping that it doesn't crash in the middle, because I really wanted to play Hello Charlotte today, and I won't let my PC stop me. All hail LCF. Or at least I don't want to let my PC stop me, if I can. All we can do is sit and hope. Apparently 3 viewers. I don't really care about the viewer count for the stream. It's mainly just me sitting and praying my PC doesn't crash. We have possible causes, but of course that might not be the actual causes. Anyways. Let's play the game. Where last we left off, I just figured out the extremely difficult puzzle that crashed my fucking PC because of how fucking easy it actually was, and y'all lied to me. No, seriously, that puzzle wasn't hard. You were insane. Crash. I didn't cheat. What do you mean I cheated? I didn't cheat shit. You act like we can't tell? You can say that about any fucking thing that's not true. Let's go, Miss Ayla. You can say that about literally anything. Challenge, stay alive. Fuck. You have 30 minutes to prepare. Wow, it's like we're in a B-movie setting. Stay alive? What could possibly kill you in this place? Haha, let's find out. This sculpture reminds me of Florence. Alright. A great place to hide. There's a keypad on it. Choose OK if you want to enter the code, and X if you want to cancel. Oh, there's a piece of paper in here. Bloody piece of paper. Two, 4, 2, 15, up 9. 36. 15, 3, 9. 36, 21, 10. How does one decipher this easily? It's a pattern. 2 and 4, 2. That's minus 2. It's halving it. 15. I would like to say 12 and then 9. It would be 15, 12, and 9. Then it would be 36, 21, 10, and 1. What is the 36? 2, 4, 15, 36. Okay, I understand that. 2, 12, 21 makes sense. 9, 10, kinda. 1. 21, 10. Oh, I know the answer! Wait, Jutoru. You just have to think in triangles. I just hope you're thinking in right triangles. Anyway, the red triangle must be covering the missing number. Yes, I know. Six. Six digits here. 15, 12, 9. So that's 12. No, I don't want to fucking turning on sticky keys! That's every time I fucking play Hello Charlotte. Fridge full of soda cans. Wow, haha, funny. Oh, a knife! Quite a knife. Also filled with tea time supplies and wine bottles? Okay. Oh, there's something on the floor. Blue. Interesting. You don't have a blue square. The temperature in the room is low enough to keep those from decomposing. Or something under a lame piece of paper. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh shit! It might just be... What's this? A piece of paper with numbers and letters. Jesus fucking Christ. I know that much, but what do they mean? It's common knowledge. Like the first letters of the days in the week, for example. What was October then? Figure it out yourself. October. The fuck does October have to do with anything? Great, I am logged in. Cool. Well, I fucking figured it out, but... Now this is creepy. Whatever, just detonate something by the time this thing arrives. But, what if it's a monster? You are a monster, Bennett. Now go blow things up. Okay. Oh, by the way, Limbus Company fan, I'll give you permission to do this. I imagine a lot of the fucking Hive Mind want to watch this. So feel free, if a lot of Hive Mind want to watch this, to invite them over. If you do, feel free to do that. What should I make? Aha! Here goes. I'm too lazy too, so I'm not gonna. Fair. This should be easy enough to make. DIY bomb recipe. More soda. Who the hell designed these puzzles? It's because it's a multi-purpose product, Mr. Honecker. Some empty soda, empty flask, salt, acids, formalin. I'll need this. And glycine? I don't really. Metal container, a hole, hydrochloric acid, flask, KC plus sugar. We have the flask, we have the hole maker, we have the metal container, we have the hydrochloric acid. We don't have cork and KC plus sugar. I'm going to need these. We have the sugar, we have a bottle. Do we have everything now? Great, I unlocked it. Yeah, no, that's not what I asked. He's coming. Check the insides of this corpse just in case. I wonder if I can actually make it. Wait, hold up. Wait. I was just meaning to. Quite a clue. Oh, I already fucking know that, bro. Actually, it don't need the whole bottle, just the cork. Okay, now we're good. We've been here for a while, but she's still out of it. Oh, I think she has a fever. Let's see, these will do. Oh. Shit. Okay. How long will this be going? I don't know. Yes! Flask with H2SO4. How long would you lads like it to go? Because I can go on for a while here, right? I'm fine to go on for a while. $2 hour. Alright, I'm fine with that. Mr. Streamer, you still smell terrible. I'm so sorry. Wait, so we have that, we have that, we have that. We have that. We need to pour that into the can and make a hole in the can and... Stop sniffing him. Don't I have to use the soda can? Where did the knife go? Oh, now let's complete all the ingredients we gathered. Soda bomb, ready for action. It's time to hide. I might be forgetting something. Oh yeah, funnily enough. What if the guy who always comes to Hello Charlotte streams will be here? I hope he does. Don't want him to miss any. But it's been a while since the last Hello Charlotte streams because of the, you know, various fucking hardware failures. Let's go! Let's hide. How did Lobcob go? Did you leave the poor, small burb alone? Yes, I did. Oops. Mainly with Lobcorp, it's fucking stream crashed, but I should have fixed everything. Some time passes. 3, 2, 1. I wonder who it was. Doesn't matter now. Yep. At least the door's open. I will not insert my dominance into the bird. Yes! Achievement unlocked! I can handle it, Mr. Honecker! I shall never forget that you are a streamer who... No, hold up. No, but I didn't. I did not. I did not. I did not. I wasn't even saying I wanted to do that. I was reading a message and said the wrong word, but... Man. Please stop bumping into the elevator door like that. The button you need to press is right here. Please stop bumping into the... What? Stop bumping into the fucking door. I didn't say shit. Lies, slander, baseless rumors. An elevator to Eden, sweet. Looks like it can only go down. Happy descent then. Oh! Miss Isla's face is turning green. Try not to drop her along the way. Will do. Bennett. Yes? I don't have much time left either, do I? You know? I'm not that dumb. Maybe this is why they agreed to help Miss Isla in the first place. That's right! Mr. Honecker is so smart. You must have figured it all out a long time ago. Everyone must have looked like a whole bunch of idiots to you, right? Right? Enough. You don't need to apologize. Just promise you'll make sure she gets to the 11th floor, okay? Who knows? Maybe there's heaven up there. I promise. Too bad my voice is too goofy to do anything serious. Well then, time to descend. L. Skill issue. I love this game. Bennett, report back immediately. The life form detection devices are going crazy. Bennett, reporting back. We found her. But she's huge. What do you mean by huge? Oh. Do you see anyone else around? No. Why? For a second I thought, oh damn, boobies. What the fuck? That's Charlotte from the titular game Hello Charlotte. Nope, why? It's strange. My devices detect thousands of heat signature sources in this place. I mean, he didn't know that. But also it's Hello Charlotte! It's Charlotte from the titular game Hello Charlotte. Oh, so she's dead. There are so many levels of wrong here. She's 12. She's dead. She's Charlotte from the titular game Hello Charlotte. I didn't know. Actually, I think she's 10. Fuck, she goes through a lot of shit for a 10-year-old. Holy fuck. I mean, for a 12-year-old, she goes through so much shit anyways. As well. Strange. My devices detect thousands of heat sources in this place. But where could they be coming from? Maybe from inside of her? Are you saying that all the living organisms on this floor reside inside of her body? Whatever the case, I retract my statement. That is not impossible. But why? Maybe this world was dying, so she became a shelter for them. That's what their Eden is. You sound surprisingly smart sometimes. Although it must be simply the effect of because the sub effects are wearing off. So, considering that this floor is just one big dumpster on the surface, she sacrificed herself so that the floor's inhabitants would survive? That's something I could never imagine the Charlotte Wiltshire of our floor ever doing. Just look at her. She's smiling in her sleep. And it's not crooked smile that our floor's Wiltshire always had. So true. Too bad, Miss Isla. Your Wiltshire isn't here. I gotta look up the... Why? Bro, looking up the age of Charlotte will get you on a list. Oh, in the third game she's actually 13. Still, that ain't good. How many Charlottes are there? The world has multiple floors. And every floor has a Charlotte. The Charlotte of the floor of the characters we are playing now were they were fucked up. Oh fuck, I forgot her voice. It's very distinguished. This place again. Morning, Miss Isla. How are you holding up? Want us to give you a soothing massage? It's because of you that I'm dying, you know. I have no energy for this. I'm tired, Oracle. I just want to find Wiltshire and get it over with. We know. Why did I turn into Bennett? I just naturally slipped into Bennett. We know. The Oracle comes close and gently takes my handbrand off. It's okay. You'll find her for sure. I'm pretty sure she wants you to. So, you can let your hair down for now. By the way, didn't you have fun with Seth? Mr. Honecker and the others. No, they're just tools for my mission, Scarlet pouted. Very funny. It wasn't fun at all. But I learned that this world is bigger than I could have ever imagined. There are a lot of things about it that I don't understand yet. I want to learn more about it. Maybe I should start a... I think, alright, when you reach ages that low, it doesn't matter a 1 or 2 year difference. It's still bad. Maybe I should start a journal. For notes about the truths of this world. So that you can make sense of the world around you. Make up rules to rationalize everything. This is why you can't have fun. That again. If you want us to shut up, make us. Oracle, I need rest. Stay quiet for a bit, will you? Of course, Miss Isla. There'll be plenty of time for us to talk in the future. That's why you should rest well for now. Wait a minute. I could have sworn I saw Lim's KL project in the chat at one point, but I guess I was wrong. Everything's running smoothly on stream end. How old is Sinclair and Don from Lim's Company anyway? Sinclair's definitely underage. I wouldn't say so for Don. Hold up. Do we even know? No, we don't know. Hold up. The youngest fixer we know is 20 years old. Finn is 20 years old. That is the youngest fixer we know. That's about it. So all we know is the youngest fixer we know is 20. Bennett is... What the fuck? Do we know the age of any of them? Or Sinclair? We don't know Sinclair's age either, but definitely younger than Don. Oh! How tall is he? He's 5'5". Don Quixote is 5'3". Yeah. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Sinclair's probably somewhere around like 16, child labor moment. And Don probably around like 19 or something, because we know youngest, we do know the Sinclair family got nailed hard while he was like 17, I think. Oh shit, you're right! And Sinclair's definitely the youngest. He was getting augments when he was 18, and the nailing happened at 17. We don't know how recent the nailing was, but he's at least 17, probably 18. Felix is 10. Jesus. That's why you should rest well for now. Soon all will end, and all will begin. Yeah, I think Sinclair's 18 then. Pretty spot on. Because, like, of course, he was about to get augments. The augments happened at 18. Family got killed. Then sometime later, we're back to it. And he says in the past tense, probably it's only been a few months, like half a year since his family got killed or something, because he still seems to be very heavily affected by it. Although, it's not like anyone processes trauma in the city. Don Quixote's definitely older than Sinclair. Because Sinclair is very clearly the youngest. Just because, I don't know, it would feel wrong for Sinclair not to be the youngest. He's just a small boy. He's just a tiny boy. He's just a little guy. Anyways, I don't care. Gregor supremacy. Fun fact, for a long time, I thought Don was a dude. Well, thank you for giving me the option to save here. My head hurts. Pretty sure I hit it on something. There doesn't seem to be any blood, however. Did Honoka patch me? I need to thank him. Let's go, Seth. The operating table is clean. The small table is empty. He isn't here. Oh, Ms. Isla. Mr. Bennett, what are you doing here? Henry's orders. Where's Mr. Honoka? And who's in the body bag? Though, tell me, Miss Isla, like I said, I'm under Henry's orders. Do you understand? No, this can't be real. Why? Bennett grabs my hand. Let go! You monster! Where are you taking me? Stop struggling. We're going to the elevators. You'll leave this place and never come back. We are not your friends, nor are we your lackeys. Felix Honoka was a failed experiment. That's all there was. Don't you feel the slightest remorse? You could have saved him. Remorse? Could have saved? Say, Isla, just what do you know about me? Bennett forces me into the elevator and slams the 11th floor. Doors close behind him. There's an unreadable expression on his face. You can't do that to me, man. You can't fucking play that music right after that. Really need to know more about Dawn, though her happy attitude slipping during up ties and chapter 2 story in chapter 2 is far too interesting. I want to know more about Dawn so bad. Data transmission successful. Q84. Charlotte Unit Q84. How are you feeling? I feel like shit. Welcome back. It's been a while. I get up in an instant. What the hell, Charles? Why the hell am I alive again? I don't really understand it myself, but your soul data didn't get deleted. It might have something to do with your wish. But it was Still you who brought me back, wasn't it? With horror, I noticed the change in my voice's pitch. Something isn't right. Oh god. Whose vessel is this now? Don't tell me it's Vincent's. It's not... It's a defective Charlotte vessel. Fuck! Can't you just let me rest already? Why do you keep doing things like this? Please try to calm down. Calm down? Calm down! I want to die. God, I want to die. I don't want any more of this. I hate this place. I hate everyone. And I hate you the most. I don't want any more stories. I don't want to deal with any more world conspiracies. I don't want to be in this body, for fuck's sake. Please kill me. Miss Wiltshire, a body is but a mere vessel. Don't give me that shit. Well, you're right. But I'll still blame you for everything. I understand. I'll put you to rest as soon as this is over. However, for now, please, I need you to come with me. What? Why? Where? You'll understand as soon as we get there. Can't you deal with this on your own? Whatever it is. I can't. I already did what I could. Ah, so you brought me back because you wanted my emotional support. Believe me, my corpse would have offered you a better therapy session than I ever will. Is it that bad? Might as well be. I'll never relate to just wanting to die. That's my personal fucking thing, though. I can't. My brain doesn't work with that idea. You really are a loser god. Too human to be one. Suppose I really am. Where are we anyway? We're on the 11th floor. The room we need to visit is just a few steps away. To exist is pain. L. Holy shit. This is a philosophy question, right? This is not just like this isn't something that you can be right or wrong on. This is an opinionated question, of course. This is a question about philosophy. But that's the most fucking, like, nihilism is cringe. I'll always think nihilism is cringe. It's very dumb and stupid. I think it's just... Ugh. I had an entire, like, whole rant about this in one of my Lobotomy Corporation streams, but... Existence isn't just fucking pain. That fucking ignores all the good shit. That's so fucking... Like, you're just discounting everything. You're discounting the good shit, the fucking mid shit. You're really focusing on the bad shit of existence. Everyone has their own story, but, like, even if my life has gone to shit plenty of fucking times, I never thought to exist is pain. Bad stuff happens a lot more frequently and has longer lasting impact, though. Well, this relates to everyone having their own lives. If you focus on bad things happening, then it's hard to notice the good things that happen. For me, a lot of good things happen more than bad things. Of course, there are a shit ton of bad things that happen in my life. They have stuck with me much harder than a lot of the good things. But existence is a culmination of everything that happens. And the moment you decide that your existence is pain, it's hard to get out of that mindset. The moment you decide that, it's going to be pain. Existence is pain because you think it is, not because it is. Now, it's a very complicated topic, right? It's a question about philosophy. And it's a question about just what happens in your life. If a lot of bad shit happens in your life, barely any good shit happens, then that kind of makes sense, right? Your existence is pain because there's barely any good shit to focus about. But it's so hard to focus, it's so hard to remember the good shit. Sure, I didn't expect you to be this philosophical. I love philosophy, but it's so hard to understand what good happens when you ignore the good. So there's two different beliefs of the universe that, like, if you believe that we're insignificant, that we don't matter, and our struggles don't matter, there's two different roads. There's nihilism, which is cringe. A nihilist would say, nothing matters, so why try at anything? Why not just fucking give up? But there's no reason, right? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. A nihilist would say, everything is fucking, nothing matters, so I should give up. Well, of course nothing's gonna matter if you missed a bunch. Oh, hello, it's Xpandy. Yeah, you missed a bunch. You missed some fucking bits of voice acting I was actually genuinely proud of. You could always watch over the VODs. We're having a small conversation about philosophy right now. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you think life is pain, then the things you are going to focus on is the pain, because it's confirmation bias. You confirm your views. If you think life is amazing, wasn't the more of a view existence fucking sucks and doesn't exactly matter, but you should at least... Absurdism, right? And I fucking love absurdism. That's called absurdism. Absurdism is the celebration of existing not mattering. If your existence doesn't matter, then might as well have a fucking good time about it, because it matters to you. It matters now. It won't matter in the grand scheme, but who cares about the grand scheme? You aren't the grand scheme. You aren't a part of the grand scheme. The world universe is too big for you to be a part of the grand scheme. So, why give a shit? Just celebrate that in the grand scheme, none of this matters. And that you could do what you want. You could exist in the moment. Because the moment, that's what matters to you. It's all that matters to you that matters. Not anything that just matters. Absurdism is cool as fuck. I'm not an absurdist. I'm Christian. I believe shit matters. But philosophy is a very important thing. I focus on a lot of the good things that happen in my life. There are so many bad things. Heck, recently, like half a year ago, shit was fucking bad. But I learned from that. That bad shit is carried along with me. And I know it's not happening now. So, if I can focus on the good of my life and learn from the bad of my...
Hey, philosophy nerd. I'm kickstarting the realm again, and it's fresh start.
Fuck's
with
sake.
Creative. How's that sound?
That sounds very fun. I'll probably join you on that. And ruin the mood. Fuck's sake. What was I saying? Oh yeah. If I focus on the bad things, because at the time I did, I will completely admit. Damn it, you were having a beautiful moment. If I focus on the shit things in my life, which is what I was doing at that time, it just made it all worse. At that time, I had no one I could rely on. I had 0 friends. Basically, thank you. I had 0 friends and I felt like I was alone. And you know what I did? Is I curled myself up into a ball, stayed in my room, and avoided social interaction, going outside, because I thought it would just get worse. I focused on the bad so much that I couldn't see the opportunity for good. It took me way too long for that to stop. And that was because I focused too much on the bad. And when I found new friends, when I found friends that I could trust and people I get along with again, it started to get better and better and better, and now that bad stuff is behind me. Every now and then, it comes back up to creep on me. Whether it be me sleeping at night and thinking about how shit it was, or just, you know, the repercussions rippling out through the universe. But there's good things that came from that. I'm now really close with a bunch of cool people I probably never wouldn't have been anywhere near as close as I am with now because of that bad shit happening. And that's awesome. I want to avoid social interactions usually, but I always wake up anyways thinking I need to earn money or maybe perhaps eventually have something nice in life. Still waiting for it. You can't wait for it. I love talking to people. I'm an extroverted person, shockingly. And that's why that moment in my life felt so shit. I love talking to people. I love fucking rattling my mouth off and hearing them rattle their mouth off and talking about shit. This is one of the reasons I stream, and why I enjoy streaming so much is because it's pretty fucking awesome to have this community of people I can talk to. Having social needs as every introvert, there's very few introverts that don't need social interaction. A lot of introverts have to overcome the idea of socially interacting with people and meet a few people that they are comfortable with. It's a struggle. But there's like, I will tell you, there is well, that's a rare case. People who have no need for social interactions, even among the most introverted of people, are the exception, not the rule. But I'm forced to be with LDF. Oh, I'm forced to have friends. Ugh. Like, of course, everyone is a different person. But I'm an extra, like, when in doubt, eat the friend. Like, I've known plenty of introverted people. I think I used to be introverted myself. I only recently found out I was pretty extroverted. I lived almost my entire life thinking I was introverted. Because it felt like I was. That was wrong. It's just because I became overwhelmed with stimulus. And I had to learn how to cope with that. But I know the feeling of, I don't want to talk to people, but I want to talk to people. It's a hard... Oh. Jesus Christ. Stop, bro. There's a fucking skill issue. It's hard.
Going, just like giving money to friends.
It is going to be hard. But also, everyone has their own struggles. No, when I say that... No, this comes from a very good, a good place. When I say that just because you're introverted and you still need social interactions doesn't mean it's impossible. And it also doesn't mean that even extroverted people, even extroverted people who don't want social interaction, or introverted people who don't, I used to quite enjoy make friends, etc. when I was a kid, but I also got bullied all my life, so I developed a hate for most people. I hate hating people. It's a horrible feeling, but I understand it. There are people I hate. I only ever hate people because of a rational reason. I'm a very logical person. Despite all my talk about philosophy, I think that the world is logic. Damn. Well, who gives a shit, right? Who gives a shit about the people you hate? The people you hate, they're fucking dickheads. And if they're not dickheads, well, fucking hell, you hate them, so who gives a shit? Right? You get bullied, yeah, it's shit. It's gonna be shit. But guess what? You can overcome that. Everyone can overcome literally anything. I feel like most people are gonna think with their viewpoints. Most people are gonna think with their viewpoints are rational and logical. No, that's not what I'm saying. Is I build my viewpoints on rationality and like try to be logical and rational as much as I can. I have bias, of course. Everyone's a different person. I cannot physically have a factual opinion because that's not real. There's no such thing as a factual opinion. My viewpoints aren't factual, no one's are. But instead of hating someone because by emotion, I always hate people for what I think their character is. There's very few people I hate. Even among the people I hate, like, I hate talking to. They're good people. And the more you learn about people, it tends to feel like, right, that the less you hate them. I used to have people I hate, but then I had conversations with them that they weren't hateful people. They weren't like people I would normally hate. They just came off as that. Because I didn't talk to them. I didn't really know them. I just kind of assumed that they were bad people, thus I hated them. I'm a different person now. This was years ago, but you know, it's all gonna be, you don't know this guy. Even the people you hate, you don't know. Well, you haven't talked to them. There's very few people that you would ever hate that you know. But yes, most people will think that their viewpoints are rational and logical. What's wrong with that? But I'm not saying that my viewpoints are rational and logical. I'm saying that when I make a viewpoint, I build it on rationality and logic. I try to avoid building viewpoints on emotion, because I know that that is a pitfall. At least for me, I think that's a pitfall. I, of course, have a different personality to everyone else. For other people, thinking with emotion, thinking passion, pure, thinking only with rationality, or thinking with rationality would seem stupid, and thinking with emotion would seem smart. Of course, everyone thinks their fucking viewpoints are rational. I mean, I have some biased viewpoints that I do not think are rational, but I still hold them. Anyway, I got off track. What was I saying? Oh yes, who gives a shit, right? Yeah, anybody could do anything. You could get over any... Can be a very toxic viewpoint. True! You could be talking about very long time scales. No, I don't think it's just working hard enough. That's a horribly toxic viewpoint. Because a lot of people will get into the idea of... You can't, you know... Anybody can do anything, right? That's just a fact of life. It's not work hard enough. It's so many factors. If you work too hard, because a lot of people say, well, here, work hard enough, and fucking kill themselves trying to fix their problems. Trying to think, if I just work harder, my problems will be fine. It's a step-by-step process. But what I would ask of people isn't to go seize the day, isn't to be fucking awesome at all times, because no one's fucking awesome at all times. It's all bullshit. No, it's try the tiniest bit. Don't ever give it 0%. Because the moment you give it 0%, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Don't overwork yourself. Don't underwork yourself. Do what feels comfortable. And if 0% is what feels comfortable, then is it really a problem in the first place? Kind of. No, that's not right. I don't know. Just don't give a shit about what other people think. I, for the longest time, have stopped caring about what other people think. And it's caring about what other people think that usually have gotten me into the bad points of my life. That what always gets me into the bad points of my life is caring too much about others' viewpoints. And it's hard to not care. Same energy rant like the one guy about the guy who thought pixel art games were bad graphics. God, I fucking hate that guy. Yeah, it's hard. Caring about what other people think is a fact of human life. But I care about the positives. What I do is I try to care about the positives and try to throw away the negatives. That's really hard to do. And it never fucking works. But I'm trying. That's all I can say. If I can tell myself at the end of the day that I'm trying, then I can go to sleep a bit happier than before. Absurdism is cool because it celebrates the uselessness of life. If you celebrate the things you have rather than lamenting over the things you don't, it's easier to get the things you don't have. Having the freedom to question your own existence sure isn't doing us humans a favor. No, I think it's awesome. I mean, I've had panic attacks over my fear of death. I have a really bad fear of death that has haunted me throughout my entire life. I've had many panic attacks over the shit, and I mean panic attacks. Trust me, I know what I fucking mean when I'm saying panic attack. I'm not one of those fucking dickheads who just fucking call stress, any kind of stress, a panic attack. No, I fucking know what I mean. But I'd rather have the power to question my own existence than not, even if I'm terrified of it. Because it's fun. For me, it's fun. I don't know. I can't focus on the bad things. Because if I focus on the bad things, it will just be a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you, instead of being sad about what's not on your plate, just enjoy what's on there. This is a bad metaphor, but enjoy what you have in life. Even the smallest things. I have a fucking place to live. And I'm not trying to tell you, you have a place to live, and some people don't. No. I have a place to live. That's just pretty fucking awesome. I have a friend. I have food. I have water. I have a pretty fucking awesome personality that personally I fucking enjoy the shit out of. Some people are too introverted to be able to comfortably make friends. But But nothing. The slightest bit of effort will always be the tiniest bit. 1%. It will always be better than 0. Because 0 guarantees bad things. 0% of effort guarantees nothing will help. 1% throws it all into question. I'm not telling you to put in effort. I'm not telling you to, like, get out of your comfort zone. Make yourself have a fucking panic attack by going into a nightclub like some fucking other people would tell you. I'm telling you, maybe just try to talk to someone. It's gonna be so hard. Not like a stranger, maybe a classmate or someone that you would people normally talk to. It's so hard to do that. And be friendly. Even if you have to act friendly at the start, like you're faking it, usually when you get to know someone enough, you're friendly by nature. I'm not a very friendly person. I'll admit that, heck, even my friends are overbeared with my personality sometimes. My personality can be way too turbulent for people. I've literally almost lost friendships over it. It's hard. But I trust that my friends will be there by the end of the day and tell me what I did wrong. And that only ever happened because I started talking to people. Faking friendliness is an essential skill you learn eventually when you work to retail. Nice. You know, Patrick, right? Patrick, probably like one of my best friends in the fucking world. And no. Patrick, one of my best friends in the fucking world. Actually, I might wait until the fucking end of the ad. I wish I knew that an ad was upcoming because I might have been able to stop it. Oh, everything is performing beautifully, by the way. I'm not worrying whatsoever. Haven't got a single ad yet. You are sucking my money away from me. Ah! No, I'm joking. I don't know. Fuck around. Find out. Live your life by that shit. Oh man, I love you. What? I'm just a fucking dude. Anyone could tell you this shit if they thought about this shit as long as I have. Also, if I were giving you any tiny piece of advice from a person, that's the thing most people don't. That's actually so real. Morality, the life, universe, and everything. Anyone can tell you this shit and immediately try selling you some fucking shit you don't need. Yeah. Still sounds like something off of a t-shirt to me, but I know I'm cynical. Being cynical is a good thing. Being cynical is an interesting... I fucking sound like a dickhead here, but being cynical is a good thing. I'm not gonna try to get a good convo going, so I can't judge. Being cynical can be a great thing. It's all about measuring the levels of your personality that you're going to put into something. I can be very fucking edgy about something if I need to be, but most of the time I'm a very fucking passionate person. You currently more sound like I'm watching a YouTube video and you're about to finish it. Anyways, what was I about to say? Yeah. One of my best friends in the world, Patrick, I only met him. Fuck it, make this a 4-hour stream. I only met Patrick because... Is he a star? I only met Patrick because I was on a bus on a school trip and I started a conversation with him. I said a couple words. That went on to us learning more about each other. He's Polish, I'm Australian. We talked about that for fucking hours. It's gone so far. Our friendship together has gone so far to the point where we have multi-layered fucking... we have no comedy, like, routine, and both of our, like, tastes in comedy so heavily that we have made... we would naturally make extremely multi-layered jokes just to annoy each other because it's funny. And that all happened because I said a few words to a fucking guy on the bus. It's all gonna be hard, but just thinking the people around you are impossible to be friends with will stop you from being friends with them. Usually while I do take several things I could talk about, I don't want to seem like a fucking asshole who disregards someone else. Might have had it worse. I hate that. Who, like, this is gonna sound a bit shit, but who gives a shit if anyone else has had it worse? That's such a fucking cop-out from people going, well, other people have had it worse. Shut the fuck up. Dude, like, people still have problems. Everyone's problems are closely related to their level of problems. If you can't stand a fucking minor inconvenience, then that's good for you, and I'll help you through that. I won't fucking whinge and cry about other people who have had it worse. I hate that shit, man. I hate it when someone will pour their heart out on something that other people might not care about. And... some fucking guy comes up and it's like, well, there's fucking children starving in Africa or whatever. Like, cool, bro. We are them. That ain't us. We are us. I don't care if fucking Billy over in accounting has had it worse. I'm me. I'm having it bad. I don't care how much worse other people have had it. I should be appreciated for that, but fucking hell. It's a recipe for unhappiness. That's so real. Like, it's such a... I don't... Ugh. I kind of get that, but at the same time, you are not those people. To disregard your issues because others have had it worse is foolishness. There are so many people who've had it worse than everyone in the world. Especially if we look into fucking years in the past, there are so many people who've had it worse than literally anyone in this generation. But that doesn't fucking matter, does it? Because people still fucking have it bad. Whether it be a minor bad or a major bad. And a minor bad for one person could be a major bad for another. If a rich man suddenly became poor, I would feel sympathy for them. I wouldn't be pissed off because, well, these people have been poor the entire time because they were used to a lifestyle that suddenly got taken away from them. For them, this is so horrible, but they get an understanding of what that's like for others. If I'm a very happy person that gets depressed, I'm not suddenly fucking mad at myself because people have been depressed their entire lives. I'm thinking, shit, I'm having a horrible time. We'll just have it, no, yeah. Fucking, that's a question about morality, though, and not what I'm talking about. You see a fucking... You could take on the fucking world, and probably someone would have it worse. There are so many things in this fucking universe that have been so horrible for people. Some we don't even know about. Never disregard anyone's problems because people have had it worse, because then you should be disregarding everyone's problems. Your fucking mother got murdered? Well, fucking Billy over there's entire family got murdered. Your entire family got murdered? Well, at least you didn't get tortured to death, or they didn't get tortured in front of you. It's a stupid system. Because if you disregard the problems of people, then you have to disregard the problems of everyone. Might seem like awkward to say, this is the shit that happened to me. But anyone who would disregard that is just a dickhead. People have different ideas of baselines of what's bad for them. Shouldn't judge someone because their baseline is far easier to reach than someone else's. You know? If someone is genuinely, and this is a very important part, if someone's genuinely feeling bad because of that, that's fine. Sorry. Great. I was refusing to move, making you drag me there. Considering refusing to move and dragging me there with your noodle arms. Should I fucking continue the game, or should I continue this fucking rant? I'm not sure. Let's continue the game. You'll have plenty more fuel. Yeah, I'm running out of steam. I'm perfectly capable of carrying you, Miss Wiltshire. Don't even think about it. The books are all blank. Nothing inside the wardrobe. They got rid of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. What the fuck? Picture frame is empty. The PC screen glows blue. There's nothing on it. Turn this into therapy stream. I'm not a therapist. I have ideas of philosophy. Therapy is very different. Philosophy can help your mindset. Right? This is what philosophy is. If you learn everything about philosophy, you will know how to think. That's what say before entering the center room. Uh-oh. By the way, what happened to your Vincent vessel? Ah, well, I left him alone for a while and came back to a corpse. He killed himself. Yeah, that's what they always do. Even though I went through the trouble of implementing a no self-harm rule, talk about wasted effort. Let's bury him later, okay? This is the place. For God's sake, stop heightening the tension, will you? Your anxiety is contagious. It's just your dad's room, right? So open out already. Alright. Here goes. Deep breath, and we're inside Father's room. It's quite empty. No furnitures, no personal possessions, nothing. In the center of the room, there's a working TV set. I can't see anything. What was that sound? Is there somebody in here? It's just me and you. I don't know who this is, so I can't give them a voice, so I'm just gonna do my voice. And the puppeteer, of course. Wiltshire. Bingo! Hi there, V19 at your service. That sound again. Took you long enough. Been having fun, going out on adventures with friends. They're not my friends. Yeah, sure. Because Scarlet Isla doesn't do friends. Because Scarlet Isla is so very serious. Snore. Me, 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 me. Stop mocking me. Coming out of hiding already. My mind is so eager. You know. I'm glad I discovered you even though I was mainly for LobCorp. Well, I'm glad that you're here. You know, while you've been running around, I learned the truths of this world. Want to know what those are, class rep? Stop messing with me. Where are you? You're no fun. But how about I tell you anyway? Bam, lights on. Limit's comedy stream probably tomorrow, and then we'll switch off to Hello Charlotte. What in the world is this? Why, it's Mother! Our beloved mummy. The one and only true God, controlling everything in the house. The one who gave birth to you. Wiltshire. You... No. Mother is kind and beautiful and understanding. This thing isn't even human! Oh, don't know? Creators aren't human. All the content comes out of their rear hole. Easy as poo? This is ridiculous! And frankly comical, but where are you getting with this? Oh, Miss Isla, you're so impatient. The groundbreaking truth of the house is that no one here needs to be saved. This world is an entertainment area. Mother generates scenarios and provides a constant supply of protagonists. When one dies, all she has to do is spawn more Charlottes to amuse the spectators. Please don't call this thing Mummy, I'm feeling sick. Each 20th one is defective. And I'm glad you found me, LCF. It's been a good time. You think you'll be saving someone, but they're all but actors on this tiny stage. Everyone gets assigned a role to play, and you're no different. Yeah, right. As if I believe you. This is nonsense. Come here. You'll get what's coming to you, for every person you've hurt. Oh yes, we'll both bleed for entertainment, and everyone shall be watching. Want to be the hero? Sure, I can arrange that for you. Mother will dispose you with just the right personality to meet the genre requirements. Hey, stop babbling nonsense. I won't fall for your provocation. Right. Look, I'm coming for you. I feel my blood boil as she approaches me. Something isn't right. Why do I feel so angry? We were supposed to talk. Yet, why am I wanted to know the reason behind her tears. I wanted to gouge out her eyeballs with a butter knife. I wanted to understand her. I want to tear out her spine and hang it from the ceiling. I leap forward to tackle her down. Why isn't she resisting? That's right, do it. Shut up. Come on. What are you waiting for? Why aren't you resisting? At this rate, I'm really going to kill you. Do it, Scarlet Isla. Do it already. And always remember, there's not just one person behind the screen. It's thousands. What do you mean? Let me lighten you. In the world behind the screen, billions exist. That's what the puppeteers are. It's a game for them. They don't care about who you are. All they ever care about are appearances, and whether you're good or evil. Bonus points for porn potential. Shut your indecent mouth! Except it is the truth. No, you're a monster! A demon! I know for sure. Oh, please. I'm just another puppet. One of the many. The silent Charlotte, the sweet Charlotte, the bully Charlotte. Choose the flavor you like for a perfect shipping scenario. Abused to create emotional response from the audience. Did you know? Entertainment is dead. It's just one big circle joke between consumers and producers. The audience wants it raw. Pour your soul into it. More pain, more suffering. Perform until you break. Become relatable to the max. Hey, Isla, we're not so different, aren't we? Except you aren't the protagonist. But that one can be overlooked, right? Don't lump me together with the likes of you. We had things turned out differently. We could have been friends, you know. No way in hell. I tightened my grip on her throat. She's not resisting. Like you said, soon you'll understand. You'll be the one crying. I want to be loved. I'm trying so hard, but the world is just so unfair. And Mother's voice in your head won't stop ringing until you lose your sense of self. Shut up. I've been killed over and over for humiliated for entertainment. But I have to be a good girl, because in order to be loved, I'm not allowed to make mistakes! My head hurts. Why does this particular phrase hurt so much? I'm not supposed to care. And my chest tightens, as if from a premonition. When I open my eyes again, Charlotte Wiltshire has long since stopped moving. Oh. No way. So easily? She really is dead. Serves you right, you monster. What the hell? This doesn't feel right at all. It's as if I've awakened from a long sleep. Something isn't right. Well, here you are, lamenting your mortal enemy. But it's too late. You avenged your dead classmates. Aren't you happy? I just wanted to understand her. Sure, but she's dead now. It's okay. I can still make everything right. I can still do it. Do what? I'll take her place. I'll find out the truth. And Oracle, I have a wish to make. This is the only logical conclusion. This is what everything was leading up to. I'll use the Oracle's power to transfer my consciousness into one of these vessels. If it is really, as she said, there are really thousands of eyes watching my every step. Oh no. I'm terrified. No, I mustn't falter. I can do it. I'll make it a better timeline. I will not become a murderer like her. I will prove her wrong. I will prove that free will exists. Even if I break and my mind shatters, this is the only way to find out the truth. Even if I forget what I was looking for, This is the only way I can atone for what I've done. No one will notice a thing. Then it occurs to me that maybe this was Wiltshire's plan all along. That maybe it was her wish for me to step into her shoes. That maybe I was fated to become her from the very start. This is how her story ends.
Well, well, well. What Charlotte should we choose? It's like doing grocery shopping. Let's see. This vessel will do.
My world met its end a long time ago. The humanity as I knew it ceased to exist, and disappeared without a single trace. The gods they believed in have died, and churches were built as their graves. The chaos turned into order, and it finally became quiet. All I can do is dream, for I'm so tired. Will you be as kind as to join me in dream seeing? Hello, Charlotte. It's nice to meet you. Please take care of me. As for what happened next, you already know all of it, don't you? Scarlet Isla became Charlotte Wiltshire. She used to be cold and calculating, but ended up becoming absent-minded and clueless as her mind crumbled under the influence of Mother's voice. I carefully observed her from afar. Oh wait, this is Charles? Wait, who's Charles again? Okay, so... Is Charles the one I did the posh voice, the TV announcer voice for? It's Umbrella. Okay. I carefully observed her from afar, and gave her a yellow ribbon to differentiate her from other Charlottes. I helped her when she was trapped in the TV world. I'll help you kill Charlotte Wiltshire again, I told her. That phrase seemed to trigger her memories. She remembered who she truly was, and it horrified her. She understood that she failed to prove V19 wrong, which in turn made her suicidal. Scarlet Isla's story should have ended after she wished to save the Oracle. It should have ended. But the Oracle intervened. They created a channel. It became a world made of Scarlet Isla's soul data. You're familiar with the concept by now, aren't you? Scarlet Isla couldn't believe that the tenants were real, so imaginary they became. She was obsessed with the trial, so it manifested in her world. In my dream, I am a world, huh? How stupid. Why did you go there anyway? I wanted to see for myself what her inner world is like. And you ended up getting humiliated, beaten up and almost raped by the inhabitants. Congrats. Not only that, but you took cosplay to a new level. Once again by using Vincent's vessel. Ahem. Still, my journey was rather fruitful. I was afraid of facing her for so long, but then we finally met again. She didn't have the memories of the past anymore. Even though I tried to trigger them so many times, she had no recollection of past events. She didn't even recognize the excerpt from one of my stories that she used to criticize. She was kinda kind, lost, clumsy, easily fooled, delusional. I can hurt her this time around, I thought. But when I fell, she helped me get back up to my feet. Scarlet Isla would have kicked me until I lost consciousness. When I got hurt, she tended my wounds. Scarlet Isla would have hurt me even more. When I cried, she tried to reach out to wipe away my tears. Scarlet Isla would have shouted at me. She's changed. So I couldn't hurt her, nor could I help her. Ironically, she couldn't pass the trowel herself. Okay, I think I get it. But there's one thing I don't really understand. If you were using Vincent's vessel the whole time, then who was the other you? That's... Hello there. Why the surprised face? Isn't it obvious who I am? I am Seth, the father of this dysfunctional family. It's impossible. There's only mother in this house. In the house. Oh, really? How long do you plan on rejecting my existence? Miss Wiltshire, be careful. If this person is the cognitive version of my father, then he's even more powerful than Mother is. Easy, easy. I'm not here because of you. Right, because you never cared about me. I have a deal with the puppeteer. To save the child. To save Scarlet Isla, now known as Charlotte Wiltshire. As you can see, this TV box is, in fact, Scarlet Isla's soul cube. All because Charlotte Unit 091, also known as the Oracle, wanted to preserve her soul data no matter what. The child saved her, and 091 tried to save her in return. Truly the romance of the century, isn't it? However, as a result, Scarlet Isla's soul now resides in this shabby TV set. To free her would mean to break this box she's trapped in. That's what it means to save her. You bastard. Was killing her in her mother's womb not enough? She was an unwanted child, is all. It's a common practice. You should know better than to make a big deal out of it. It was a big deal for Mother. That's all that matters. Miss Wiltshire, we have to help her. What's gotten into you, Charles? Isn't that the same Scarlet Isla who drove you to suicide? She's not the same. She sacrificed herself for me. Duh, because she has a goddamn martyr complex. I forgave her, Miss Wiltshire. Hey, imposter. Can't we transfer her soul data to a new vessel? Unfortunately, no human vessel can contain her at this point. Then what could we... Whatever. I don't care about her. If you hadn't noticed, I'm not in the Scarlet Isla fan club. If you don't like the show, just switch the channel for all I care. I'm not sure if that would be the right choice. We don't know what the other channel will be like. And it's not like the current channel will disappear either. Marta, sorry. I was too caught up in the moment, mispronounced it, so... Marta, I know. I know, but like in that line, saying it like Mattia felt like it would give more... Saying it like Mattia felt like it would give it more emphasis. Like Mattia complex instead of martyr complex. It's Mattia sounds a lot more boom. She was a fucking horrible person. I hate her. Than martyr. Wouldn't switching the channel be... Nah, it just sounds stupid. Fair. Just an attempt to make us feel better. So what? Who cares? You seem to be struggling with the final decision. Why don't we have the puppeteer decide? Say, will you save the child? Fuck! I see. You chose to be selfish. In the end, all you cared about was your own peace of mind. In all honesty, I'm disappointed in you. But 'cause you turned out worse than I hoped you would. Well then, I'm afraid our ways will part here. Until you reevaluate your choices and reload the game, that is. Umbrella Man leaves the room. Charles, on the count of 3. Alright. We press the button. What is she doing? Are you blind? She's eating chips, Charles. All the time. Most of the channels in the house show commercials only. This one might not be so different. So it's a channel where she doesn't even have a story. Hey, her story might just be about eating junk food. Stop it, Miss Butcher, it's not funny. You think? I find it hilarious. Just look at her. Can't fake that smile. She seems happy. Blissful, even. Yeah. Looking at her binging with the food with no care in the world, I feel the bile rise in my throat. I didn't expect anything, yet why is it so frustrating? This can't even count as a happy ending. In a fit of sudden anger, I switch the channel. Again. And again. And again. Charles catches my hand. Miss Wiltshire, stop it! God damn it! Why can't we do anything? I'm sick and tired of feeling powerless. Why is your world like this? And don't you sorry me. I know, okay? We're both frustrated. There's really nothing we can do. Not all problems can be solved. Not all things can be fixed. It's something we have to live with. No matter how much it frustrates us. I never asked to be born. It always should have been her. Yet father chose me. Him and mother were already apart at that time. Yet he still chose to let me live. So I lived constantly, trying to make up for everything the mother has lost. For every breakdown she had. For every time we called the ambulance. For every time she cried. Nothing else mattered. now look at this world. Repetitive, meaningless, futile. It's almost laughable how unoriginal my stories are. None of you deserve this. And I can't even die here. Trust me, I've tried. Charles, let's leave this room. Are you sure I'm sure. We'll leave this place and return to the first floor. I'll rebuild White Society and have it do something worthwhile for a change. If Isla can't be contained in one vessel, we can use thousands, right? You want to make Pythias out of them? I guess, whatever. This will be a hell of a selfish act, though. In all honesty, I don't think Miss Wiltshire would have been happy if we saved her. That's true. Like I said, no matter what we do, there will be no right answers. The house is essentially self-destructive. Still, it's better than watching you rot away in self-pity, you loser god. So, what if the former Scarlet, now Charlotte, doesn't want to get out of her little fantasy box? I'm bringing her here and watching the house burn as we eat a monthly supply of Charlie's junk foods in one sitting. Period. Wait a minute. Didn't you want me to put you to rest? I've changed my mind for now. Don't make a big deal out of this. Father, I get it, so please. Hold on, did I miss a message? You didn't send any message. At least for me. I'm gonna go schlaffen. Don't drown. Make sure not to. Have a good one. Hope to see you in future streams as well. And so we leave the room. I shall try joining again. But yeah. Hold up, I need to add Kale Project so he doesn't lose his streak. Inside the room, there is a box. Inside the box, there is a channel. Inside the channel, there is a world. Inside the world, there is a girl who is the world itself. Hello, world. How are you? And you. Aww, that's okay. Dear friends, for today, we've gathered for a very special occasion. Today is the day we ascend. Right, Mr. C? Precisely, Miss Wiltshire. Today, we shall make history. Please, put on the helmets in front of you. At last, we shall become pure white. It's shy.
Miss Wiltshire. Frey, it's time for us to go. Where to? Stargazing, of course.
Stargazing is life, Frey. Just like everything Umbrella Man said. No, everything's for real this time. Promise? Promise.
Come now, take my hand. Let's leave this story together.
Lead the way. Oh, wow. That certainly is something. I'll try starting a new game. Huh. Can I not close this? Does this just go on forever? Yeah, gotta restart it. Damn. No, you'll see the black part of the screen. Oh no. Oh my god. I don't like that. It's edgy and cringy for no reason. I mean, not cringy, but it's oh, you ruined everything for no reason. I don't like it. I didn't even fucking press it 5 times. Kind of. I know. So, Xpandy, the reason that there hasn't been a lot of streams lately, you didn't know this because you haven't been in a stream because you only joined it, Hello Charlotte streams, is because my SSD broke. So, I'm on a completely new operating system. I've had to reinstall a bunch of shit, and my SSD fucking broke. So, I had it off sticky keys. And then, yeah, saw a bit oof, though. Yeah, it's... Oh. Lose anything big? Luckily, it doesn't seem it. At first, I thought my D drive was breaking, right? I'm so fucking glad my hard drive wasn't breaking, because then I would have lost 200 gigabytes of streams. Which, honestly, I'm kind of... Alright, lads. I'm gonna tell this here, because probably the biggest, like, most important people in my community, except for KL Project, are here. I'm kind of planning to delete most of the VODs to start again, because right now I have too big of a backlog to VODs to actually upload them. Because now, uploading them feels like it's going to be a gargantuan task. Yeah, that's fair. Right now, uploading... I'm going to keep the Hello Charlotte ones. I'm gonna go through, find the Hello Charlotte ones, and also the Limbus ones that... Let me finish. And also the Limbus ones that include the story. Which was where you were introduced. So, I'm planning to keep Limbus that concludes story, the Hello Charlotte ones, the modded library of Runa, and also your birthday. Yes, I'll have to get, could you message the date of that to me in the Discord so I can make sure, because I can't look through all the streams, and I know that didn't have story. No, hold up, I'll get my fucking specs out. Honestly, kind of completely forgot, but it should be just beginning of the first Hello Charlotte thing. Okay. I can't find that, like, okay. Like, dude, try to tell me the date, because I'm genuinely struggling to find the first Hello Charlotte stream. I can find the second, but I'm genuinely struggling to find the first. AMD Ryzen 9. Because I got a replacement that is the same one as my own one. I don't know why it fucking failed. Luckily, I had a, it was under warranty. So I was able to pull it out, order a replacement, and get it, and replace it, put it back in. Learned that PC, like, building shit, that'd be the CPU, not the SSD. Wait, yeah, you're right. What the fuck am I talking about? You're actually so right. There it is. It doesn't say here. It doesn't say here. I think it was Intel. I'm fairly sure it was Intel, if I remember correctly. Not Intel. It was something. I can't remember. It's been a while since I fixed it, and I don't want to take apart my PC just to... Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Is I'm shocked it failed. I'm now pretty safe. I check it constantly. See if 109 is good. Samsungs have been dying left and right lately, which is why I was wondering. Oh, okay. Anyway, save her. So you chose to save her after all. Like I said before, I prepared everything for the journey. The weapon included. Acquired a hammer. Charles, stand back. I'll do it. Miss Wiltshire, you don't have to... I said I'll do it! What kind of creation am I if I can't carry out your burdens? Charles quietly steps back, giving me the hammer. You should wait outside. Just to be clear, that wasn't a suggestion. Alright, I'll come back soon. Yeah, right. You so will. Now shoot. So here we are. I'm going to murder the girl who has my face with my own hands. I look at the TV screen. A girl with a yellow ribbon and white eye stares back at me, as if she knows I'm there. Know what, Scarlet Isla? As much as I hate to admit it, in the end, Charles, he wanted you to be born. That's why you became your own person in the house. That's why all the tenants were nice to you. That's why nobody hurt you in this place. You're not an unwanted child. He wanted you to exist, and I want to crush all his regrets. After all, doesn't fiction exist to free the mind? That's why I will crush you too. I swing the hammer. There will be no war. There will be no revolution. There's no need for it. Our existence is meaningless. That's okay. There's no need for a meaning. We will not fight God. There is no need to. It won't change anything. No matter how wretched we are, no matter how broken we are, no matter how lost we are, we will hold our heads high and march on. Our stories will continue. Welcome to the house.
In the heart of the house there's a bottomless pit. A pit where they slumber. Above the pit there's a sun that never sets. The black sun sucking all the light in. Wow, it really goes deep. Are you sure there's no exit on the other side of this pit? Haha, not even I know. No matter how many corpses I drop here, it never gets filled up. It was a good vessel, wasn't it? Weren't you supposed to keep him safe? Yeah, I really messed up. In the end, all I did was postpone the inevitable. No matter what, there was no way I could have helped him. There's no way of fixing him either. Well, duh, you can't go around trying to fix people. There's no way of doing that anyway. I knew that on a subconscious level, didn't I? That's why the house is the way it is. Were I convinced that I could change him, or anyone, they would have ended up being the brainwashed, naturally happy version of themselves. Never once have I wished for that. However, the images of people I knew still became distorted in this place. Especially Vincent's. I was so fascinated with the idea of him that I failed to see him as a real person. That's why in the house, he's all but an empty shell. An imaginary construct. This place is no heavenly kingdom after all. Now then. He really is gone, isn't he? Goodbye, Vincent. We lower him to the pit and let go. Then we hear a small thud. Just how many Vincents did Charles throw down here? Miss Wiltshire. Yes? There's one more place I'd like to visit. If you don't mind. I don't have anything better to do anyways. Might as well tag along. And by the way, what is that you're holding? Oh, this is Mr. Honecker's invention. You know, Miss Wiltshire. What is it, Charles? Unit V19 believed this world to be made purely for entertainment, but I don't feel like that's the case with the house. During my lifetime in the true realm, I always wanted to be liked by others. Yet somehow it never seemed to work out. No matter what I did, I was either a ghost or a burden. A kid no one wants to sit with, no matter how good my grades got. Never expressing my opinion aloud, never always going along with the flow. Constantly shapeshifting, adapting my personality traits to match others. Saying what others want to hear just so that they would want to be around me. Wanting to connect with others, yet pushing them as soon as we got close. Repulsed by physical closeness, I drifted away from the human contact further and further. Yet somehow, through art and writing, I was able to connect with others in a way that didn't feel repulsive. Miss Warhol, Vincent, I would have never been able to open up to them if it wasn't for my work. However, I fucking skipped that piece of line after all. All my life, I defined myself with things I could put on paper. So even here, this world subconsciously ended up relying on it. Without fiction, without an appealing protagonist, no one would bother staying in the house. That's how I must have felt. I can only hope that the puppeteers observing us will forgive this weakness of mine. If it was you, Miss Wiltshire, you surely would have made the ending spectacular, wouldn't you? But with me, the most I can do is come in terms with the loss of my loved ones. Losing Scarlet to father's decision. Losing Mother to mental illness. Losing Vincent to delusions. Losing Henri to distance. There doesn't seem to be an end to my regrets, is there? Now then, back to the purpose of our visit to this room. Hello, Mother. I'm here. I know. Charles approaches Mother and hugs one of the appendages. You already did the best you could. You gave birth to so many wonderful children. Just like you wanted, right? Everything's okay. You can rest now. With those words, he injects the contents of the syringe he was holding into the mass of organs. Seconds later, everything around us begins to crystallize. The house begins to collapse. Charles, you'll be the last of your kind, Q84. There'll be no more stories. No more dreams. No more control. At last, we will be free of everything. No more restrictions, no more fate, no more endings. Wonderful, isn't it? Mother will no longer... It's not even the first time we've seen him break down. And yet... It's okay, Father. The world met its end a long time ago. But a new one will surely begin from scratch. I'll wait a second. I like how I have to agree to my own chat rules. Why did you... It says there's still a bit of time on the ads, so there might be still someone in them. And ads are over, we're back. The humanity as you knew it has ceased to exist. Only to make room for a new generation. So long as there are believers, their gods will be reborn, and churches will be built as their sanctuaries. A new day will come, and your time will start moving again. There's nothing to be sad about. Well, well, well. Looks like you've reached the end of this story. Congratulations! Applause for the winner! It's been a long journey, hasn't it? I hope you enjoyed the show. After all, I worked hard to make it worth your while. Even the other parts of me...
I hope you will forgive me for constantly misleading you to make your journey more exciting. Ah, what was that, I wonder? In any case, both Charles and Charlotte now truly live up to their names, don't they? Right. Right. Now free. However, I won't be staying in this hopeless well for long. Having seen so many timelines and of this place, I've grown bored of the outcomes. Many timelines and outcomes. I've grown bored of the outcomes. Many timelines and outcomes. I've grown bored of the outcomes. Many timelines and outcomes. Don't you feel the same? How about you feel the same? How about you feel the same? How about you? Don't you feel the same? How about you feel the same? How? The, the, ah. Hello. This is a bit sudden, isn't it? Especially since we haven't talked directly before. You got to spend time with all the other parts of me, but I, the core part, always ended up being a side character. I'd rather have it stay that way, but you've reached the ending of the story, and there's no one else left to say the final word. So, please bear with me for a moment. So, here we are. Everyone's gone, and the house has crumbled. A fitting end for a self-destructive world. In the end, it was no place for all of us to stay. Now that there's no mother, the walls of the house can no longer confine me. I am coming for you, I am in your walls. Anyways, before I leave, I wanted to thank you in person. I'm fairly sure this ending wasn't what you wanted. Or what you were here for. After all, in the end, I couldn't become Charlotte Wiltshire. Or Scarlet Isla. Or a proper Vincent Wordsworth. By the way, Wordsworth is a surname I made up. It has nothing to do with the real Vincent. Even technically, this game doesn't pack much fun gameplay. All there is frustration. Endless screaming into the void with pent-up anger. A disappointing world of a disappointing person. A game with no winners. Yet another world where your choices didn't matter. But you still stayed till the end. Through illusions and metaphors, fairy tales and delusions, we were able to have a conversation. And after letting it all out, getting it out there, I was able to let go of my regrets. Just because you listened. That's why. Thank you for paying a visit to the house. I hope you enjoyed your stay, even if a little late. A little bit. But I might be not the one you want to hear a thank you from. Let's try it again. Long time no see, Seth. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. The god of this world made sure I wouldn't. A lot of things have happened, but I'm okay now, really. In fact, I'm really happy. Somehow, in the end, everything worked out. I'm at peace with myself. I hope that you are okay too. I always thought that you didn't have any responsibilities other than looking after me, but I was wrong, right? If there's something that's troubling you right now, or you don't think you can go on anymore,
Please remember that a new day will come. I'm sorry I couldn't stay with you a little longer. It's time for me to move on. That's why, thank you. Thank you for taking care of me. Let's meet again someday. Etherain, the developer. Glad you're here. Special talent, avoiding social interaction. Passive skill, hyperfocus. Henrietta Warhol, the one who cared. Special talent, socially adept. Passive skill, common sense. Charles Eiler, the one with many regrets. Special talent, observation. Passive skill, cleaning. Vincent, the god of his world. Special talent, writing. Passive skill, charm. Felix Honecker, Huxley's nephew, and a scientist. Special talent, photographic memory. Passive skill, sarcasm. Bennett, a dedicated worker. Special talent, binge watching TV shows. Passive skill, high stamina. Florence, an enthusiastic worker. Special talent, engineering. Passive skill, high strength. Aiden / Krampus, a loyal butler. Special talent, taxidermy. Passive skill, shapeshifting. Henry Huxley, a scientist and a doctor. Special talent, surgery using only a knife and duct tape. Passive skill, word vomit. Charlotte Wiltshire / Q84. The unwilling protagonist. Special talent, acting. Passive skill, snark. Umbrella Man / Charles / Seth. The entertainer. Passive skill, omnipotent. Special skill, omnipotent. Passive skill, omniscient. Charlotte Wiltshire, the one who began it all. V19. Special skill, huh? Passive skill, huh? Eh? Oracle / Frey / 091, the god of the TV world. Scarlett Isla / Charlotte Wiltshire, the protagonist of Hello Charlotte. Special talent, doing her best. Passive skill, determination. Read the afterward. There's 2 here? Yes. Hello. Thank you for playing Hello Charlotte. When I began to work on this project, I didn't think much of it. Just like I didn't think I had a future to begin with. But somehow, over these 3 years of game development, things changed for the better. I was able to come to terms with myself and found a place to belong. I still don't have a way to deal with... I still have to deal with a lot of things. But somehow, they became less heavy in my head. Somehow, they don't seem as hopeless anymore. The final game is a tribute to a certain someone who didn't get a chance to be born into this world. Someone I came to both love and hate. Someone I wish existed anywhere, somewhere. In the end, Hello Charlotte was a personal story. In it, some events, namely deaths, were entirely metaphorical, some were so very real. I can only hope that this story was able to reflect the feeling of desperation and hopelessness over losing someone, and the despair for inability to bring them back no matter what. It's a feeling I've been living with for a long time. A feeling I constantly fear of experiencing in the future that's to come. If you enjoyed the final episode even a little, I'm glad. If you didn't, that's okay too. If you bought this game and not pirated it, thank you for your support. Your input won't go to waste. Thank you for visiting the house. Let's meet again in the future. Sincerely, Etherain. This isn't a picture of me. Well, actually, no. Yeah, the frog is me, clearly. Until me and Patrick are done brewing. Give me a second. If you couldn't tell, during that little ending dialogue, I genuinely almost cried. This game is fucking amazing. I cannot believe how good it ended up being. As you may know, if from my ratings of the other ones, I normally rate things on a -10 to 10 scale. I rated episode 1 like -3. Anything 0 is perfectly average. Episode 2, I rated a 6. And I would generally rate this a 9. This was an experience. I really, really fucking love the game. I enjoyed the second half filler. I really enjoyed the second half filler. I think it's worse than the first half, but I still really liked it. It was enjoyable to see more of the world, and I love world building more than anything else. I think the only reason I haven't given this a 10 out of 10, which is such an important thing to me, isn't because there's anything bad with the game. This game is fucking amazing. I cannot praise it enough. It's just, it feels like a 9. It feels so close to perfection, but to call it perfection doesn't feel right. Of course, nothing's perfect, but you know what I mean. If you couldn't tell, and I will reiterate this, I genuinely almost started crying in the end there. I can't think of another game that has made me feel emotions like that. When I voice act shit, which is something I genuinely enjoy doing, though I might not be a professional or that good at it, I love voice acting. It's one of my favorite things to do. When I voice act stuff,
I usually take on a lot of the emotion that the character is feeling. And it was so easy to feel the emotions, to be passionate about what the character was feeling enough to voice act them in a way that I liked, the way I enjoyed in this game. Because it was so well written, because it was so good. I don't have much else to say. Of course, I will be doing the DLC, because I know that there is a bit more. That could be either next stream or another time. But, man. Yeah, there's like a fucking thing on Steam. At least it says there is. Oh, where is it? Oh no. What the? Why isn't it? That was weird. Yeah, that doesn't work. Heaven's Gate is awesome. Bring your own music though. No sound whatsoever. Okay. And Delirium. Let me check which one. If there's no DLC, then I'll be taking recommendations of what story-based game to play next. Put them in the Discord. There's a channel for it. It's the Just a Little Guy games. If I think of my favorite games, they're all based on gameplay. My favorite my favorite game in the world is Library of Ruina. Now that's also very heavily based on the story and world building of Library of Ruina. World building is probably my favorite aspect of anything. My second favorite game is Monster Hunter World. And then it goes on and on. I don't feel like I could put this into a list of my favorite games. It doesn't feel like it belongs there. Of course, it's more of a story than it is a game. It always has been and always will be. Some of the puzzles were genuinely fun and good. That puzzle that everyone was fucking saying was hard and that I cheated on, which I didn't. That was actually a generally good puzzle that I enjoyed. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 made me want to fucking die. That was dumb. That was dumb and stupid. I hated that. But I couldn't. This isn't a game. It's a story. That's very pretentious sounding, but you cannot put it in the same category as something like Library of Ruina, as something like Deep Rock fucking Galactic. You have no fucking clue, Patrick. You have no fucking clue. It was so bad. It was horrid. Holy shit, I fucking hate that shit. Patrick, you have no idea. You have no clue. You couldn't possibly understand. No, you're not giving it enough credit. You're not giving it enough credit. You are not giving it enough credit. It is horrid. It is... Oh. I brought up fucking notebooks. I brought up fucking notebooks for that shit. I was jotting down everything. I was like, okay, so this is this. And I was trying to fucking rack my head. And I kept on going, oh, well, this might make sense. No. This might make sense? Nuh-uh. And I kept, like, for, like, 30 fucking minutes, I was trying to understand. And then someone said, do you want to know the answer? And I said, I would normally say no. But I couldn't. I just had no idea. And then I said it. No, I actually enjoyed it. I say it's bad, but like, I love I love shit that makes me frustrated. I love shit that makes me frustrated. The feeling of, how do I put this? Not quite. It's not masochism. Because that would be, I would enjoy being put down. But no. It was... How do I put this? One of my favorite feelings in the world is... this is gonna sound really weird. Is hysteria. The feeling of being confused and so suddenly shocked by what's happening that you can't do anything but laugh maniacally. That is my favorite feeling in the fucking world. Going... It's such a good feeling for me. Being so confused and confounded by what's happening. So, by the absurdity of everything culminating together, and the things that came before it culminating together into just... That's what I want to do when I make games. I want to create a feeling of hysteria that people can enjoy. What are you fucking talking about? Strike me down, Zeus. You didn't have the balls. Oh, fuck, man. He's dying. Anyways. It's been a long stream. For me, it's getting late. Blue was never heard from again. And I've tried to convey my feelings on this game as best as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead. Recommend anything you want. I look through any recommendations I get. If you enjoyed, that's a good thing. You have no obligation to follow or anything such. If you didn't enjoy, well, that's alright. No scratch off my back. Have a great day. Adios.